a man that washes his wife's knickers is a pussy.
Why? And a woman that washes the man's boxers or whatever they wear?
I don't know what that is, but me, it has never happened, but I cannot imagine.
Nganga, you tear them off when you are.
That's different. that is time for action. Listen,
The whole
let me make a point.
is, if you're going to cheat, please, sirs of this world, allow
let me tell you.
the female gender
to also do the same.
Not to do what you think they cannot do.
So we are ready now.
Hi guys, how are you?
Okay. No,
You look like
we shall not start again. We shall just start. We shall edit from there. So I will start it. Hi guys, we are back again with another banger. Like that. Sandra told me
you edit.
that I should stop being very serious.
It's a YouTube video.
With how I start in my introduction.
It's like as if you were a CNN correspondent.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Francis, and I'm here to bring to you the evening bulletin as we speak right now. So I make the intro. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and we are back with another banger. Hey, we are back again with another smash video on our unscripted channel. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I'm seeing some views coming. Subscribe. I feel like you like topics about sex so much.
I don't know. That's how the world
the views.
Is. That's how the world is.
The views about
sex videos.
Sex videos. They are getting views. But anyway, today we are back again on Unscripted, and today I am seated with a very prolific PR practitioner. Did I say it right? A prolific PR practitioner. No, I'm going to make a serious introduction. A prolific PR practitioner, a scholar of digital journalism in the University of Aga Khan, also known as Graduate School of Media in Nairobi. Her name is none other than also a prolific feminist. I've forgotten that one.
Guys.
Her name is yours and only
Sandra.
Sandra Lamwaka.
Sandra Lamwaka. For all those watching us from the UK, the US, those sophisticated places. Sandra Lamwaka.
You're already going to the UK?
Not really, but we are coming.
Okay.
Guys, don't mind the cap. He trained on me.
Young survivors.
Hustling things.
Shit, I'm saying. Okay. So, Sandra is a feminist. Is that fair to say? So.
I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself?
6.
Why do you give yourself a 6?
I don't know, because I've never actually looked at myself as a feminist. I guess the ideas that I have on life make people think or believe that I'm a feminist. So I don't know. I go with the flow.
You don't know you're a feminist?
I've never really identified as one, but people say I have views.
Feminism?
Yeah.
Like what views, for example?
I don't know. Views about the patriarchy, views about the world, I guess, and how it manifests, how we look at it, how we associate with it, how we view it, I guess.
The world, yeah?
Yeah, the world in general. I think my views about how the world should be make people think I'm a feminist. But to be honest, I don't even know what a feminist is. Like the definition of do we even have a definition of a feminist? I guess we do. Yeah, I guess we do. But it's not. I've never actually looked it up. Who is a feminist? What do the feminists believe in? I've never actually looked it up.
Okay.
But every time I say something, an opinion about something, people be like, "You're new feminist shit," So I guess.
When is the last time you said something and people said you're new feminist shit?
Yesterday.
What did you say?
I was trying to tell my dad. What was I telling? I was trying to tell my dad about a decision that I hope to make in the nearby future, and I guess he didn't like it. He didn't think it was wise.
Let me guess. Hmm?
Guess. Guess.
Sandra,
What
telling your dad you're not going to get married.
Not really.
Oh
my God.
What are you telling your dad? Before you tell us, feminism is advocacy for women's rights on the grounds of equality of the sexes.
Yes, I'm a feminist. Yeah. I am a feminist.
You're a feminist.
Yeah. If that is the definition of feminism, I'm a feminist.
Now, on the perspective of political ideology, it is at its core, feminism is the belief in full social, economic, and political equality for women. That is the political bit of it. Now,
if Francis, if you live in the same world with me, you will know that, I don't know, women since time immemorial have to fight for a lot of things. Because basically the world is built on a patriarchal type of system, whereby it's the man's world. So they decide what to do, when to do it. And we, the strong backbone, are supposed to follow.
But that's how it's supposed to be like.
Not really. Where was that written?
You know, there are some rules.
And if it's not followed that way, then what happens? What happens if a child goes to school? What happens if a girl goes to school? What happens if a woman makes more money than a guy? Like, what is taken from men if me and you apply for the same job, right? And we are given the same amount of money. What happens? Does the world change? But realize that we are whether we are doing the same job or not, we are never on the same salary scale.
Yeah, because it's just fine.
Why? Because you have a dick and I don't?
No.
Why?
No, look, Sandra.
Why? We have right now,
apply for the same job.
Right now, Francis, let us just picture this. We have the same qualifications, right? We have the same years of experience. We go apply for this. We all get through, right? And you're given a higher salary than mine. The difference may not be big, but the fact that there is a difference in your salary, there's an issue. Guys, sorry for the noise.
The noise is terrible. But look, Sandra. You know, I feel like feminism is feminists do not understand what feminism is all about. First listen, because look, let's talk about economic rights. Yeah, let's talk about equal rights, political, social. Why are you laughing?
No,
because you know I'm going to ban you.
No, I want you to finish.
Look, why is it that when it comes to a woman's money, that is her money, yeah? And then when it comes to a man's money, yeah, that is our money. You get?
When you're what? When you're married?
It doesn't matter. Because listen, it doesn't matter whether we are married or not. It's almost the same setting. We're having sex, we're sleeping together. The only thing is that we're not having kids. But Francis. The thing is, listen, but the thing is we are in a relationship.
Francis.
So let me finish. If you're talking about equal rights that we've been fighting for since time immemorial, it will also play out here. Because look, if I'm going to take you out to a restaurant, equal rights aren't you are talking. Huh? You should foot the bill. Huh? If I fail to pay rent this month, you should pay the rent. But don't do it like this, like, okay, equal rights. Husband does the bigger part of the economic part of the house, and then the boyfriend, and then the wife does the lighter bit
and,
of it.
Francis, first and foremost, a man, listen.
I'm listening.
First and foremost, a man is supposed to be the provider. That's just it. From time immemorial.
So let me
finish.
Okay.
Personally, I live what I preach. I do not let a man do for me things, especially if I meet my husband. At this point, if we are dating, I'm doing everything that I want to do for myself. Now, so that if you want to do those things, it's out of your own accord. You're not forced to do these things. You're not asked to do these things. But then also that doesn't mean I'm going to be in a relationship with a man that can't even do the bare minimum. And the bare minimum comes from the fact that the man is supposed to provide. Now here's the thing, because when you start looking at, oh, why should I be doing this? when I'm doing this? So should women also start saying men should this month give birth?
Now you're taking it too far.
Because because that's the explanation that you've given.
I'm speaking.
That's
from
it.
The definition
I know. That's
of
the
feminism.
That's the point. That's the point. You cherry pick at the definition. It's like people that quote things from the Bible. They cherry pick verses that work for them to advance their argument. Yet it's a whole other big picture.
Okay.
What? I don't even know what feminists want, but what the world is supposed to be is an equal opportunistic world, whereby a girl, a woman, a lady can have access to whatever she wants to do, can be whatever she wants to be, without necessarily being deemed a failure, a prostitute, a slut, I don't know, all the crazy things that men, I don't even call men, that society came up with to demean women, to demean their light, to demean. When a woman talks out or speaks out about something, she's aggressive. When a woman tries to be something, your parents can actually say things like, "Oh, you're very successful. You don't have a man. Why should a man define who I am? Why should me having a man or not having one define my successes or failures in the world?" That's what we're trying to say. But it doesn't matter.
Okay, and then what
when
is
it
wrong?
Comes to providing.
What is wrong with a man being that way in your life?
What do you mean what's wrong with a
Okay,
man?
let me ask you a question. Do you believe in marriage?
No.
Why?
And guys, I have reasons. Because I know people are going to come up in the comments and be like, hey, I don't know. I feel like marriage is supposed to be in what every girl should be in a keyword, because from birth you're raised as a girl, especially in this part of the world, Africa. You're raised as a girl to take care of a man, to be submissive to this man. You're raised as a girl from childhood to take a marriage as an achievement, as your biggest goal. Without it, you're a nobody. That's just it. And in any society on the continent, sorry if I'm speaking for other people, but that's just it. You're raised as that. Now, as times change or as you grow, you decide to experience other things to do. You find that there are things to do with gender norms, whereby you're expected to like boys. Since you're a girl, you're expected to like boys, which is not necessarily the case. Or since you're a girl, you're expected by, and on what's funny, when you're young, they tell you start from boys, right? When you clock 23.
Because it is not the right time.
Listen, when you clock 23, everything that you do, oh, mommy, I've started up a business, who is the guy? Oh, mommy, I got a scholarship, where is the guy? Oh, I got a new job, where is that? I've got a promotion, where is the guy? Here's the thing. And the reason why I said, guys, do not come for me, was marriage is not an achievement. Marriage is supposed to be the icing on the cake after you've actually achieved what you want to do as an individual.
According to you?
According to me. Listen, if for you marriage is the achievement, well and good, my sister, go for it. It's supposed to be exactly what. It's supposed to be a beautiful thing. Actually, the way God set up marriage, it's supposed to be a beautiful thing. It's supposed to be an institution where we get to live godly lives, where we get to, praise the Lord, uplift Him, glorify Him, do things in a godly way. But my personal experience is people no longer okay, this is even funny, like people no longer first of all get married because there are those that get married because they want to get married. Others get married because it is time to get married. My mom is on my case to get married. My parents think I am grown enough. That is for the men. My parents think I am grown enough to get married. I should get married because society says I should get married. Everyone else is getting married. Now I should get married. And then you find that people reach there and do all these ungodly things that they're not supposed to do while married. So me, personally, if you cannot do marriage, if you cannot commit to a person, if you don't have the maturity to actually commit to this person, please stay for marriage. At least until
So
you're mature enough to do it.
In short, the reason as to why you can't marry is because you have commitment issues, yeah?
No. The reason why I do not believe in marriage, I believe in partnerships.
Now, we are going to come to that part.
The reason why I don't want to get, it's not that I don't want to get, the reason why I do not believe in marriage as an institution is because time and time again, people have just ruined it for me. People have ruined it for me. I work in PR, the things that I have seen that people do, married people do, just demoralize you, they demotivate you. You look at things and okay, now why is he married? Why is she married? Because the things that people do in that institution are not what God intended. Marriage is supposed to be intentional. You marry someone that you actually want to spend your life with, someone you want to do life with.
What are some of the things that you've seen?
That disrespect. Because I feel like if I say cheating, everyone is going to be in the comments saying, Francis, people cheat every day. That disrespect. The fact that you brought God into your disrespect. Why would you? Okay, Francis, imagine you met this girl, right? You love her, you want to marry her. Why would you step outside your marriage? Why would you do that?
I personally wouldn't step out.
Guys, he's lying.
No!
But we shall allow.
How do you say I'm lying? I ain't my life.
Okay.
I wouldn't step out.
Please continue.
Let me tell you.
He's lying.
Sandra, Tomani.
Okay.
I wouldn't step out, but you know, I think that's another conversation for another day. Why I mentioned. But
Guys, he's lying.
And I'm trying to explain something. You're ruining my explanation.
Okay.
I wouldn't step out. But also, there are factors that lead to that most of the time. Someone cannot just step out of a relationship and go and do that. But then, yes, unless we're closer.
It has proven. Research has proven. I don't know. Since we are scholars, he's about to ask me where is the evidence. But men have proven time and time again, guys, that they don't need the reason. They don't need the reason. I remember when we were growing up, people would be like, you need to kneel for a man. If you do that, he'll stem. And you know those things where they say, you have to go to the bush for a guy.
You have to go to the bush?
Let me tell you.
Wait, where? What?
The man will still cheat. I mean, we have seen people with elongated
bushes.
I hope this is 18 and above.
Of course.
We have seen people with elongated bushes that we are still cheating on. Okay, they are not bushes, Francis. Whatever. You get that gist. But they are still cheating.
Yeah, I don't get that gist.
Then they get it, one man. And then the other thing is we have seen people with they used to, before black is beautiful. They used to say things like, if you're very dark skinned, the guy will basically cheat on you, the brown skinned guy. These days, my friend,
so people are bleached.
Whether you are yellow as I don't know your son, they will cheat on you.
Alright.
I mean, they cheated on yours, and for us, the normal common souls are still here.
So that's why you don't want marriage.
That's not it. That part was a joke. I just don't believe. in the whole concept. First of all, one thing I don't think the human race is okay. This is now the main reason. I don't believe we are monogamous people. I don't. I don't believe humans can be monogamous. Those that actually try to be and attain it.
God bless you.
You're different. Hands up for you. But generally speaking, I believe human beings are polygamous people. We meet new people every day. We fall in love with whoever we fall in love with. Someone out there is going to say Sandra is polyamorous, but you get that gist. We meet new people every day. We fall in love with new people every day. We personally get bored quickly.
The bottom line is. Sandra, I know.
The bottom line is human beings, guys, cannot be monogamous.
You cannot be monogamous.
That's not true, by the way.
So why are you categorizing? So
that's not true because then why would people be cheating every day? Why are we seeing all these divorces rising every day?
That's a story for another day.
Why are you stepping out of your marriage?
That's a story for another day. You said that instead of getting married,
I hope I'll be invited back. This is fun.
You said instead of being married, you rather get a partner, and that thing is very common among what feminists. Shiba one time said it. When the time is right, I'll not need a husband. I'll need a partner.
A life partner.
Listen.
Yes.
And then there's a vlog I watched of a guy, Nigerian guy. I think I'll share the link below. He said that when women make some money, like if a black woman in America makes about $70,000 a year.
When you start making 6 to 7 figures.
Yes, a year. You know, she begins to feel like, you know, she's the girl. When she breaks up with a woman, with a guy, they hold a breakup party, you know, to put him in the trash.
Yeah. Who does that? Like who has
and then the guy was doing that, you know, and then they begin to say, I don't need a husband, I need a partner. And you know what they mean by a partner? Man who can cook, man who can wash. Listen, a man who can change diapers, a man who can stay up while she's at work, look after the kids. Generally, a man who can be a woman.
Yes,
yeah? So, before you explain your partnership thing, I want to tell you that
partnership thing.
I feel like the notion of feminism is not is something that is borrowed from those white figures, white people, and brought here.
Francis, you remember the MP in this country that said, I don't even remember that scenario. I think they were in Parliament, right? And they were talking about this whole gender roles thing. Here's the thing: the normative gender roles that were given to women, that women are supposed to be their carers, the ones that make a home. What, Francis? Imagine, are you trying to say that when you actually wash plates in your house, in your own house, you lose your manhood?
I'll not lose my manhood, but I shouldn't come.
You're not supposed to do it every day. No one has
I shouldn't
said
come
that.
in a relationship.
Knowing that that's what you're going to do.
Exactly.
Who said?
Let me play for you a video.
Let me first finish my explanation.
A woman said yesterday, she was on TV, Kenya. She said, me, I go to school, nursery, primary, secondary, university, campus, master's degree, and you want me to come to your place and wash plates.
But why wouldn't you wash plates? It's your house. Why wouldn't you wash plates?
And then she said, if I come to your home, if I come to your home and you have dirty plates that you ate on yesterday,
that's what she said.
I'm not supposed to wash them. You have to wash them because I didn't use them.
I think, Francis, let us put this thing in perspective.
That's partnership.
That's not what partnership is actually supposed to mean.
What is but the thing is,
a life partner,
let me say something.
Is someone
that is not how it's supposed to be, but that's how people have taken it to be.
No. The thing of washing plates and clothes and all, Francis, first of all, when I was that guy that I was dating.
When you are dating, you're the one dating the guy. The guy was not dating you.
No, the guy can date me. Like, you're trying to say that a girl can't say that we're dating someone.
You made
the guy that I was dating, I didn't make a move. We were dating. Okay. When he's dating me, I'm dating him. If he's dating me and I'm not dating him, who is he dating? Like what I'm trying
just
to
pulling
say.
your leg.
One more, guys. I was saying, the reason why I was saying that was when the guy that I was dating. There is no one day that I've ever gone to his place and he asked me to wash clothes or wash plates for me to show that I love him. You get? Francis, the reason why some women speak like what that woman said is because when guys start dating, they think it's a must for the people that they are with to do these things. And then also there's no problem with doing those things. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not that feminists don't wash plates or don't do roles, quote unquote, that are set out for women. They do all those things. But the point is, it is not supposed to be set on stone
that she has to do this and this.
No, that Francis has to do this and Elizabeth has to do that. You get what I'm trying to say? And just and when you see when you move away from this whole concept of love and what and enter the concept of partnership, it doesn't kill you from wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm actually going to do this. Babe, let me clean the house today for you. Or let us do it together. It does not remove an inch from you.
What is partnership what do you mean?
I think for me what I believe to be a life partner, someone you decide to do life with. Now it you can decide to live together, you can decide to have kids or not have kids, you can decide to, start property together. Basically do life together the normal marital way, without this whole God will come in front of you to tell you that what the two that you've joined
cannot be set
asunder, or a joy somewhere will not come and interrupt this.
So partnership, in other words, is like contract.
Partnership, it's not a contract. It's actually, by the way, Francis, when you decide to do life with someone and you're committed to that, you will not hear this business of, oh Francis, why are you doing this? You will not see the girl coming to your workplace and be like, who is that girl? I caught you cheating. No.
So partnership, in other words.
In a partnership, you're number one. And the person that you're with is the second person in this world. That is the hierarchy of importance. You get what I'm trying to say? In a partnership, you do not lose yourself to someone. Like how marriage is that.
So you're at liberty to do whatever you want.
In a partnership, you guys sit down and discuss the type of relationship.
Baby girl, you know what? Today I want to go and sleep somewhere else. Someone, please, can you allow me, because we're in a partnership? I'm really tired.
You don't have to say things like, because we are in a partnership. No. In a partnership, here's the thing, you're like, baby, I'm not going to. Me and my friends, me and my boys are going on a trip to Ginger. That's why they're cheating people. Me and my boys are going on a trip to Ginger. They're coming with their friends, so and so and so and so, and usually, there are girls involved. Because who goes to Ginger? Yeah, I know communication. You see that statement is very cliche, but communication is very key in everything. Once you communicate that it's an open partnership, then you can do that.
Oh, so there are types of partnerships.
I'm sure they are.
Closed,
you
open.
Choose.
I want to go and test some other.
Yeah, and
pushes.
when your girl that you're doing this with wants to do something,
she tells you, baby girl.
No, that is if it's open. It's a relationship that is open for other people, but the whole point is you know about it, because you know jealousy is something that is innate to humans. Because at the end of the day, your miss so and so will not come and tell you that you have gone to some, then you find them with Arnold, and then you will still get mad.
But you know, feminists, even by just being smart about these things, it's still listen.
The whole
let me make a point.
If you're going to cheat, please, sirs of this world, allow.
Let me tell you.
The female gender.
Also do the same.
Not to do what you think they cannot do. If a girl, okay, now this is the day actually decided that this world is very funny. I remember my niece, one day, we're having conversations, and actually we're watching the inauguration of Joe Biden. Was it Joe Biden? Yeah, Joe Biden. Right? So she's watching this guy be inaugurated, and then the vice president Kamala Harris comes, she was being inaugurated and stuff. Then she makes a wild comment. She's like, Daddy, she calls her dad. Then she's like, Daddy, by the way, I want to become president one day. So when she said that, everyone was like, yes, you'll be president, you'll be a very good president. And then my uncle, meanwhile, is like those guys, those days.
2019 started.
He's like, who told you that women can become president? You should have seen the faces in that house. All of us turned and looked at him and were like, nigga, are you kidding me? I was iked.
Irritated.
This Chinugu guy was
like fasting.
I was like, I told him, guys, who told you? And then if you think that, why would you say it out loud? This, like kids these days, we've learned for us that the millennials learned the hard way that if you do not speak into existence or manifest nice things into your child's brain, that's why you find people these days that are like, I cannot do that. Why can't you do that? Start doing it. You cannot say I can't do that, but people start saying things like, oh, I cannot do that because your mom or you know how parents are. Why would you tell that to your child? Why would you tell your child they can't be president? Why? That's why children grow up with all these extra insecurities, and the way they think about life is so cocooned and so restricted and so small.
So for you, the bottom line is
everyone
should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Everyone born into this world that is human, be it binary, gender, gay, not gay, all those things put together should be allowed to live out their full lives the way they see it and deem fit. If someone wants to become a Buddhist, please become. If someone wants to be, I do not know what. If you want to be president, work towards it.
I feel like
whether you're a woman or you're a man
or
whatever,
gender,
whatever you are, you should be allowed
to be what you want.
At least to live out life the way you want it to be. Like all of us should be allowed to live out our lives to our fullest and not be restricted by our parents, the society, by the people, the noises that we do.
But I feel like feminists, people are just masquerading around something. Because look, if you say it's partnership, it's just another word for marriage. Period. Because
marriage,
listen, because the only thing is that let me first make my point. The only thing that differentiates partnership and marriage is that people are not what? I cannot come and tell the baby girl we are married, but I have a time I'm supposed to go with my boys to Ginger. Of course, there are some girls involved. Yes, so there is cheating in partnership, but it's just like let me make a point.
Communication.
It's just hoodwinked in discussion. You have to talk.
Let me tell you.
And then
what?
They're just changing names to make things sound different. Why does feminism feel like it's something?
Why are we talking about feminism like it's a thing?
It's not a thing.
Like they are words put on a book. Yeah. Or that's why when we started this, I was trying to tell you that I do not know about.
I'm not a professional. I don't know much about
what it is, but the way you're trying to bring it out, like as if it's a thing that has rules written.
It looks like
this is just equal shit for everyone.
You believe in bride price?
This world.
Because I want to tell you that because
I don't have an opinion.
You remember when FIFA Maker dropped the My Property song?
Yeah.
And a feminist went to court and said he was trying to make women look like commodities.
But women have also used that this man is my property every day.
Exactly.
So and then I think also, but feminism, like all other things that you see, religion,
it's a lost group of people.
Not feminists alone. All people that have cocooned themselves into identities, whether it's Christianity, Islam, feminism, LGBTQ, whatever that is, I feel like you'll find extremists, people that take it too far. You get what I'm trying to say? People that take it too far, and it's in everything. It's not just in feminism. We've seen it in religion, like it's playing out so vividly now. We have seen it in race. Like it's playing out so vividly now. You find some people who cannot marry some people because they are so. You get what I'm trying to say? People take a lot of things too far, but that doesn't mean that the whole concept of feminism is a problem.
But that's what women have made it look like.
It's not, and then I think you're looking at it from the perspective of a male chauvinist, like a guy. Guys that think that just because a guy, you could reach me to forgetting that example that I was going to give.
Which one?
Of that MP. The MP said they were talking about marriage, right? So then we said that, so everyone was quarreling and what, and then Bambi, when he stood up to say something, everyone was like, oh, shut up, you wash your wife's sneakers. Then he was like, then what he said was, guys, what that guy said was, that guy was like, guys, I wash my wife's sneakers. I've not refused. I do it. I don't even remember. I need to look for that video. I do it because I want to. I do it because, not because she asks me to do it, but because I want to. And then you know what he said? He gave them my job. He was like, guys, and I have a happier home. Like when I live here, I can go back to my home and rest without, you know how they say, without my wife quarreling. I'm not like you people that have to live here and look for a bus somewhere. So I have to reach home at 4 p.m. when that person is asleep because they want me to know about it.
Sandra,
what I am trying to say.
But
why do women wash your whatever things that you guys do?
Okay, for me, honestly speaking, my undies have never been washed by any woman.
I think, you see what I'm trying to say? It is you that determines the type of relationship that you're going to have with whoever you're going to have it with. It is you, by the Francis.
For me, I'll tell you this.
It shouldn't even be a society.
I'll tell you this, Sandra. A man
I
that
remember
washes...
the topic that we had.
Which one? Which one? With that topic, yeah?
We need to have a discussion.
We will discuss that one. But Sandra,
one day.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. A man that washes his wife's sneakers is a pussy.
Why? And a woman that washes the man's boxers or whatever they wear?
I don't know what that is, but me, it has never happened. But I cannot imagine.
Nganga, you tear them off when you are.
That's different. that is time for action. That's different. But I mean, I think I just feel like Sandra, society has to realize that certain things are just here to stay.
So
yes, like, I mean, a man is a man, and the only thing that women have to fight for is that respect. Because at the end of the day, it's just the bottom line is respect.
Let me tell you what I want. What the type of society that I want.
Let me make my point, then you'll come. It's just the bottom line is respect, Sandra. Because whether you like it or not, when you're a feminist, a feminist will say, do not portray us as property in your music. How do you say that your wife is your property? The next day, she will say, I want to be I want to get married. Of course, the man has to bring bride price to my parents. What does that mean?
But parents are the ones that set bride price. Because I feel like if
you know that you have the power.
If it was up to all that, because I've seen it, my sister's done it before. If it was up to the girls, they wouldn't even ask for a bride price from their men. If it was up to most girls, by the way.
Not even most.
Some girls don't
now,
want to know.
It's a lie, it's a lie.
I think Sandra, we have different friends for us.
Sandra.
But me, I believe that if I'm going to get married to
even the introduction itself, she's the one to draw the budget. It's still recording. She's the one to draw. She will draw the budget herself.
She's the one to draw the budget.
She will say, "Njagala ntebe ya daddy, ente." Simanya bichi ebyo.
Guys, have a bad luck.
You get what I'm telling you? You get what I'm telling you? So the thing is, stop. Whoever is advocating for equal rights should do it the right way. Yeah? Men should stop thinking that women should stay in the kitchen. Women can do as much work as men. They can get similar work completed. I mean, accomplished and
you've seen it.
Yes, you've seen it.
Women that have
done do it the right way.
What do you mean do it the right way? Why are you supposed to have clauses and quotes and
like you can't do it by fighting people all the time.
No one is fighting anyone.
Look at the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement, you know why it has lost meaning? Because it was turned into anger. Something that has been radicalized that even when men want to help, even when men want help, they will not do it because they know
On a serious note, first of all, I do not want to speak on things that are not things that I don't know much about. But when it comes to a Me Too movement, what I believe was the issue is it's not even the incidences that are happening. It's the fact that this whole a man raped me thing has been happening for so long, and the fact that women finally decided to come. Women usually are not given. And I know you're going to argue this out, but women are usually not given a listening ear when they actually go and say that they raped me. I remember when our master's class, and we're talking about this same thing, and if you realize most people are saying things like, once you go out, even here, the police that is just here, if I go there right now and I tell them, so and so raped me, they're going to, first of all, they're going to laugh it off.
Why?
They're going to laugh. That's how men are wired. It's so funny. They're going to laugh it off. Secondly, they're not going to believe me. Thirdly, they're going to think that me who's the victim, I was the problem. They're going to ask me questions like, why in a short dress? What were you wearing? Maybe, you see, that's the whole point. So people that's why people, when they're raped, girls, when they're raped, they decide usually to shut up until a lot of time has passed. And when a lot of time has passed, you don't even have evidence anymore that actually happened. So the whole Me Too movement thing was an anger that has been there, and it's even there, even here in our
I remember
country.
there was that time.
To be honest, Francis, this is something that no one should even argue about. The fact that Ogenda police and they tell you you're lying, no one has raped you. Even though they write.
Should we test tomorrow?
We should do
Go to the
that.
police.
Even though they write stories, guys, they'll write their stories. We are journalists, so we are telling you. You'll find that they'll write stories in the newspaper, or they'll show it on TV, and then the journalist will bring in an angle. Oh, we asked so and so, and they were like, maybe she was a slave queen. That she was this. But even men out there, you should know that usually women do not dress up for you. People dress up to look good. If you want to go shove whatever you want to shove, buy. Like there are people that do these jobs. Please go get one and stay away from people's skirts that you're not invited to.
Yeah, from
People's
Sandra's
pants
skirt.
or whatever that you're not invited to, because it is so annoying that you go to a police station, you go to an authority, you tell someone that you're raped, and what you get is backlash. You're the victim, you become the villain. Why were you dressed like that? The way I'm dressed shouldn't necessarily make you think that I want you. Because when girls want you, Francis, you know.
You would set the trap, eh?
These days, like we're not in those long time ago days.
Before you continue with the point, when you want a guy, what signal do you send?
I don't know. I've never really wanted a guy that much to send signals.
If you want to send it.
I've never done it. That's what I'm telling you.
Proceed with the point.
I've never done it. Like, I feel like, okay, the simplest thing is even the body language shows. Well, even though there are a lot of people, this person would want to talk to you. And then also, there's what they call, we are doing it, informed consent. If someone says no, it should be a no. If someone says no, guys, no has never been yes in anyone's dictionary. These things of saying, oh, when girls say no, they mean yes. Shut up. No one means yes. No one means yes when they tell you it's a no. Like, guys, I mean, let's be serious. I think that's why that's why it all went wrong.
Because of the anger.
Yeah, it's something that has been there. And Francis, to tell you the truth, if you want to test it, you can even test it.
The police.
You will see the questions they'll ask me. Even though you're there, and you're like, they'll be like, this girl must be the issue. They will say that. And unless it's a baby like this one that befell kids, yeah. But if you're ready, if you have the intro like mine, let me tell you, people will go there.
Calabash.
People will go there. Guys, one muscle. People will go there and say things like, why were you dressed like that? Why? I mean, girls do not dress for you.
So the Me Too thing was just it lost meaning. It didn't lose meaning, but it took a wrong direction due to the anger that was,
Like, I don't know that it took a wrong direction or it took the right direction.
It took a wrong direction because
all I know is women had the right to actually be mad at this whole thing. Women had, and the fact that like those big guys were talking about, it gave people the courage to actually come out. If you saw it, became like as if it was yes, everyone was like, yeah, he did this to me, this one came. Yes, I was, especially those guys like the Lupita Nyong'os of today. Once they came out, they gave everyone the flow of like Sijak Swaranzika.
And you get it?
Yeah. So I think.
Do you believe that your man is your man?
No. I would want to be that, but I don't know.
No, eh?
No.
So your man is everyone's man.
Clearly, unless he's with me. I don't know. To be honest, men are no one's men. Eh? That's just the truth.
So the bottom line is
men are no one's men. Unless he's committed and he wants you, and their actions. And actually, I feel like a man that wants someone, it shows, Francis. It shows, and by the ladies, it's not about, because when I said shows, people may think I'm talking about being showered with gifts. Everyone has different love languages.
Yeah. What's the takeaway like? What like?
I don't know. From this discussion?
Yeah, me, I feel like we.
I think there's a middle ground to everything, and I think men should stop feeling like as if when women ask for more opportunities, you leave this stupid thing there. I can do that shit. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, boxers and I think there can be a middle ground. And then I also think that just because women want to be not, I won't say allowed, because when I say allowed, it may sound like as if we're asking for permission, which we are not. I think women should be able, like men, to make a choice and decide to live the life they want to live, without necessarily having this whole stigma of, she's being bossy, she's a feminist, like what you pegged on me, she's a feminist, she wants to get married.
You're a fucking feminist.
If women should be allowed to express themselves, to take up space, to be loud if they want to be fucking loud, to do the things that they want to do. And if I wake up, if I wake up tomorrow and I want to get married, I should be allowed to get married. If in my marriage I want to be taken care of, I want to do the wifely duties, I want to wash and clean and do all those things, there is no problem with it. I was giving someone was actually shaming a girl that I know. She came and said, "Oh, Sandra, in this day and era with all the books that you have said, can you believe Rose, let me call the person Rosie. Can you believe Rosie does this? She washes for Francis, she does all these things, she cooks for him, she's not yet married." And I was like, okay, babe, if she wants to do those things, and then because I'm sure her man is not forcing her to do those things, if she wants to do them and it makes her happy to do that, what is wrong with that?
Period.
If she does not want to do them and she comes and says, they have forced me to do these things, that is also a different story. What I am trying to say is, people should be allowed to do the things that make them happy. If someone being motherly, submissive, a wife is what makes them happy, they should do it.
Are you submissive?
No. So if someone doesn't want to do those things, and they do not think it adds on to any, because but then also, how are you going to stay in a dirty house just because
equal rights? You have a partner.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're not.
No. I'm not. This is cleaning. That's why I told you that what I want is reaching. Like, if we are going to talk about actually things that women want, it's not that the cleaning or the washing of plates. That is everyday things that you can sit down and do together. I mean, my neighbors, the boyfriend and the woman, they've been together for 7 years. They wash together, they clean the house together, they do whatever. If she doesn't want, you'll find him seated in his chair reading a newspaper and watching football. If that day she's not feeling well, you'll find him cleaning and she's sitting. That is their relationship. I feel like when it comes to gender roles, it depends on every individual relationship, the way it is wired and how those two people want to run it. Right? That's why things to do with gender roles do not make sense for me. There are things you have to do either way. Whether who does them in that relationship, you have to do them. But there are also things that you make a choice on. anything that you can actually choose to do or not to do shouldn't be something you ask for permission of, because you can choose. We do not live.
That comes with respect.
Yeah, and it comes down to actually communication in any sort of relationship. Monogamous, whatever it is, communication is key, respect is key, because then you decide how you want to run these things. So it's that, but what women actually want from men is to be able to live in a society that doesn't restrict them, that doesn't tie them down to
exactly, like
not washing plates,
but
guys, because you will have to wash your plates. Yeah, that one, honestly, Francis, you have, now we're going to stay in a dirty house. You have issues with germs. You have to wash.
These things shouldn't be confused.
So people shouldn't confuse you. People shouldn't confuse issues with gender roles and feminism.
But you know that's what they peddle.
That's not what they peddle. That's what you guys get out of it.
That's what the women do.
That's what you guys get out of it.
Fetu simbu de.
Yeah.